everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. We're ready to go. By golly, another big day of championship wrestling, David.
Boy, I tell you, we're going to start it off today with Dutch Mantell in here in a single match. A little bit later on, we'll have the big French-Canadian Jos LeDuc, Bill Dundee, and Nature Boy Buddy Landell. The tag team will be here, and we'll have Billy Travis. We'll also have J.D. Costello and his Mob Squad coming up later.
A lot of charming folks, by golly, and there are others. You'll be hearing an interesting interview I'd like for you to be sure and look for with Paul Diamond, a newcomer from Canada here. In addition to that, plenty of other features. Let's get it on. We'll be back in the ring in just a moment.
During Central Appliance and TV Rentals' grand opening, you can win TVs, stereos, trips, free rentals, 25,000 quality stamps. We'll give you 100 for paying on time, 100 just for asking. Tell them, Johnny.
Look, nobody can beat our prices. Are you renting or thinking about renting from someone else? We're the first in Memphis. We're still the lowest. We will save you money. You'll get it easy. You'll get it today. You'll get it for less. I personally guarantee it.
Central, we make living easy.
You don't have to be puzzled about relaxing your hair with TCB No-Lie Relaxer. Our exclusive formula is ready to use so you get even, long-lasting results in minutes. TCB No-Lie Relaxer, all you need for beautiful-looking hair. With TCB Styling Mousse, you won't be puzzled about styling your hair. In minutes, you can create any hairstyle you want. Your style will last all day, and your hair will feel soft and natural. TCB Styling Mousse, all you need for beautiful-looking hair.
Burger habit. Most people won't even talk about it. They just eat burger after burger after burger. Now, Taco Bell will help you kick that habit. Just pick up a pencil and a piece of paper and write, HELP! That's H-E-L-P, help. Rush that piece of paper down to Taco Bell no later than Sunday. We'll give you an order of Nachos Bel Grande and a medium soft drink for just $1.99. That's absolutely right, just $1.99. Write your own coupon and help yourself. Now at Taco Bell and only through Sunday.
10-4. Wide load's the name and hauling home's the game, but this one's all mine. Digmore cut old wide load a mighty fine deal on a Digmore mobile home. For only $13.95 down, I got your big master bedroom and a couple more sinful bathrooms. All your appliances there. Yep, Digmore makes his home your home from $168.50 per month. Gonna put her up by the lake. Gotta stop and smell the fishes sometime. We gone.
Okay, Dutch Mantell, Keith Eric, obviously, David, we're off and running.
Yes, we are. Dutch Mantell from Oil Trough, Texas, and Keith Eric, when he came in, I noticed he had a T-shirt on, and on the back it said, one of the best-kept secrets, Keith Eric.
All right.
Well, he's going against, if he's got any secrets, he may need to use them today against Dutch Mantell.
Dutchman dropped right down with a knee right in that shoulder, that left shoulder. That has got to some double smart.
Mantell. Boy, look at the twist he's got on that left arm. He's got that thing wrapped around 1.5 times.
We've said it several times, and I think it's as good a description as any that I know of about Dutch. Dutch will rough you up when he's wrestling with you. Boy, he just locks up with you, and it hurts.
Keith Eric yelling at the referees, having his hair pulled. I don't know how, but the referee's right there watching, and there is no hair pulling going on at the moment anyway.
Talking about the hair on his chin.
Yeah. Okay.
Dutch had him chin locked. Right?
That could be it. Yeah, there was a little hair pulling there. Dutch yanking back to the ropes. Smacks him with a broad arm.
Oh, there's that knee on that shoulder again.
That hurts. Eric able to get the right shoulder up. The referee stopped the count at 1.
Was not very polite of Dutch, but it was effective. He split the fingers and bent them back. I don't condone that, but that's the Dutchman. He didn't ask for anybody to back up and condone anything he does.
Eric tries the right hand, and look at the answer he gets from Dutch Mantell back in the corner. Mantell fire him across the ring, into the rope, picks him up in the middle of the ring, and just power slams him down to the mat. This might be it. Nope, Eric breaks out of it at the 2 count. 2 minutes gone in this one.
Dutch looking particularly vicious today, Dave. He really is working on Eric. Look at Eric come back, though.
Eric making liberal use of the fist, and Dutch Mantell answering with a fist of his own. Eric reverses Dutch into the turnbuckle. Dutch, though, caught him with a boot coming out of there. There's the cover. 2, 3. Dutch Mantell gets the win. Time on at 2 minutes, 35 seconds.
Dutch uses, as well as anybody I've seen, developing his own momentum for that clothesline, and he nailed Eric with it. And, boy, you'll see him when he comes out of this corner. He pops him with that clothesline, and that is it. Dutch knew he had him. He climbed right up on top of him, and son of a gun, he had the 1, 2, 3. He's helping you count it out right there. Very good opening down. Hey, let's just keep it on. We're on a roll. Let's go with our next one coming up here. In the ring right now, Garmon and Trailer and the Memphis Vice. Big Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant. And we're about ready for the action to get underway as everybody's kind of standing around. Now the jackets come off.
Winston and Bryant, the Memphis Vice, we haven't seen in some time. It's been a couple of months since they've been here as the Memphis Vice. Totally awesome, it says on their tights. Here we go. They're going against Jerry Garmon, Benny Trailer, a couple of young fellows out of the state of Mississippi. Jerry Bryant starts against Benny Trailer.
Ought to be a good, solid tag match right here. Garmon and Trailer have never shown us anything but a native ability to wrestle, so they make awfully good competitors for anybody they step in there with. And Bryant and Lou Winston, the last time that we saw them, they were looking better as a tag team since they teamed up to make the Memphis Vice.
Well, they got some size, especially Winston. Winston, Big Lou, and he is in fact big. He weighs in at about 235, 238. Good height. Bryant, a real battler. They do make an interesting tag team. Benny Trailer standing across the way, listening to Lou Winston complain to the referee.
Trailer popped over by the ropes by Big Lou. Whoa! Trailer slammed with a drop kick into the back of Lou Winston. And Lou, when he hit the ring ropes, he also collided with the head of Jerry Bryant, knocked him off the apron. And it, in fact, gave him a little setback. So Benny Trailer, who has been in there all the way, now gives a look at a new opponent in Jerry Bryant. Bryant, very fast. Boy, can this guy get around.
Boy, he can move, and he likes to make use of the fist, too, from time to time. Little, Benny Trailer with a headlock. Trailer off to a good start for his team here. He's got that right hand. He pulled it back, and the referee was right there and said, don't do that. Look at Trailer working on Jerry Bryant. Bryant picks him up, comes him backwards. Good move by Bryant. He was in trouble, and he reacted. Oh, right fist. There, we mentioned that right fist that Bryant likes to use, and there it was. You saw it. Picks up Benny Trailer.
Sizable elbow puts Trailer down on the deck. Garmon is getting a little nervous over there. He's kind of patting his foot, waiting for a tag. Big Lou Winston takes over. Lou, he drops down with the knee and puts the much smaller Trailer down into the deck. Scoops in with a crotch. He just threw him out there.
Yeah. Trailer in serious trouble here as Lou Winston and Jerry Bryant, the Memphis Vice, have taken control here. Bryant, wow.
drop. In case you just joined us, you already missed one match, and we're right into the second one. Had a good single match. Dutch Mantell in control all the way over Keith Eric, and now the Memphis Vice, Big Lou and Jerry Bryant going against Garmon and Trailer. Good drop kick. Did he get him?
Yeah, he got the tag. Garmon coming in. Garmon's been watching this in the corner. Trailer had been in there all the way. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. Now Jerry Garmon gets a shot at him. He's got Lou Winston in a headlock. Winston fires him into the ropes, though. Jerry Bryant with a clothesline as Garmon comes off of there.
Bryant rubbing it in a little after he got that clothesline. Illegal. Oh, Lou off that rope. 1, 2, 3, and got Garmon.
4 minutes, 20 seconds, and a celebration over to Memphis Vice corner. Jerry Bryant and Lou Winston, they are happy with themselves. They have got a victory here over Jerry Garmon and Benny Trailer.
Yes, sir. The Memphis Vice takes it over Garmon and Trailer in a dandy of a tag match. We've got more, just a sample of the great action coming up today. Be back in a moment.
If you want to save real money, now is the time. Right now, during Furniture Center's Clean Sweep clearance sale, you can save big money on top-quality furniture like this. Classic sofa by day, queen-size sleeper by night. You get an extra room, and at $333 Clean Sweep sale price, you'll save $450. Now, you think you've seen clearance prices before. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not until you've seen the money-saving Clean Sweep clearance prices at Furniture Center right now.
Today's Chevrolet is a little import called Spectrum, a spectacular combination of fun and practicality. We call it
Spectrumality.
Solid.
Spectrumality.
price,
Spectrumality.
Room.
Spectrumality.
technology,
Spectrumality.
Spirit.
Spectrumality.
economy, and more. All part of the new Chevy Spectrum, a spectacular combination of fun and practicality called
Spectrumality. It's the day Chevy. Chevy.
You got yourself a drinking problem, don't you? You should call the Intercept program. There's no reason not to call, is there? The Intercept program takes you out of your alcoholic rut and helps you turn your life around in the natural serenity of the Brinkley Delta. So why aren't you on that phone right now?
Take the first step now. Call the Intercept program at Delta Medical Center, 901-761-7866. You'll come a long way in a short time.
If you think McDonald's Egg McMuffin tastes good, wait till you taste our new Sausage McMuffin with egg.
We put a sizzle in the middle of a muffin with an egg on top. We take fresh grade egg, sizzle up sausage, and melted cheese, fresh and hot. Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-da-da-da. It's a good time for the great taste.
McDonald's new Sausage McMuffin with egg.
McDonald's.
Dirty Rhodes, big, multifaceted kind of a guy. We got a little different side of him right here. Let's watch the musician, Dirty Rhodes.
I'm right here in the barn with Randy West, and the reason I'm here is Lance Russell has asked me to do a little update on, kind of let the people know what I like to do in my spare time. Looks like you probably guessed most of it here with these instruments around me. I really love music. Beside the outdoors and the country and the good old fresh air, brother, you can't beat music. That's it. How I got started in music was a pretty simple story. My mother started me years ago. She worked hard at night. It seemed like everybody on the block had a guitar but me, and why, that's what I want to do. I want to learn how to play. You know how kids are. Everybody had one. I wanted one too. Mama, she worked hard, brother, and she got me one, and I learned to play it. But, you know, being a big, tough professional wrestler, people probably don't understand. Well, they do understand. And that's probably all too real how they understand is the facts of life all the time aren't just happy, you know. Later on in my life, my mother contacted MS. Little did I know at that time how important that music was going to be to me and my mother. A couple years ago, my mother lost her voice completely. She can no longer correspond with me. She can no longer talk to me. She's been bedfast for 2 years. Fortunately, through the grace of her hard work and the good Lord, I had my music. And lots of times I just sit right there in that wheelchair beside my mother's bed and I pick music to my mother's ears as she smiles, what little smile she can get out. It really makes me happy. But wrestling has been my money-making career, and that's my life too. It's something that it takes a man to be in the sport. It's a man's sport. It's the king of sports. And I'm just proud to be a wrestler. Proud to be who I am. And Lance, I hope this answers your question. We'll see y'all.
Dirty Rhodes, he's quite a guy, as a matter of fact. And we'll hear more from him as time goes along. Well, here he is, out of the North Woods of Canada, Jos LeDuc.
That just touched my heart.
That's pretty touching.
A big old bleach blonde boy that can sing the guitar like that. You know, I think that guitar is like those old pianos. They play by itself. I'm sorry about your mother, Mr. Dirty Rhodes. Right now, I don't want to talk about that. You know, there's all kinds of people here that like to call themselves king and Dutchman and cowboy. There's all kinds of expressions. They say, oh, check this out. Or they say, oh, yeah, that's cool, brother. That's cool. Or they'll say, well, did you see that? Well, I've got a message, an expression for my own self. And whoever wants to hear it. You're just going to have it to hear it, either you like it or not. Just go on, sit on your couch there, eat your popcorn, and get fat. Because Jos LeDuc is back. Mr. Lance Russell, come on in here. I know you like to be on TV, and I know when I say anybody wants to put their big nose in my affair, you're more than welcome to it. Because you know what Jos LeDuc can do. I can break things on my head, and I also can use an axe. So, Dirty Rhodes, you talk about your mother. Well, I don't know, but I remember in the lumber camp, there was a woman that was a little bit sore in her bones. She always had money in her pocket. Never worked a day in her life, Lance Russell. You know what I mean? Too bad she's sick, brother. But I'd like to get you in that ring and show you a little bit of lesson. And don't you anybody think Jos LeDuc is crazy?
Wouldn't mention it, Joe. No, sir. Jos LeDuc back again from the North Woods of Canada. He is going to be heading up.
Not a miss it today, huh?
Hey, I wouldn't argue with you, Joe. I'll leave that up with Dave. Let's go to the ring. We're about ready for the action.
Big Jos LeDuc, the Canadian lumberjack, climbs into the ring and walks around, waiting for the signal from referee Jerry Calhoun. And here we go. We are underway.
Joe going against Henry Rutledge, and I would not stretch anybody's imagination to say that Henry is going to have much of an opportunity against big Jos LeDuc.
Oh, big chop coming off the ropes there. Boy, I'd hate to be Henry Rutledge, I tell you. How would you like to step up there and know you had to face Jos LeDuc?
I was noticing Henry in there, and this is not to take away from the young man, but I could see in his eyes as he looked across the ring and saw that LeDuc coming to the ring. Not a comfortable feeling. Look at LeDuc. He's just firing him around in there, and this bout is over with. Everything but being officially over with.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Rutledge firing away at him.
He gave him his best shot. Right fist to the midsection time after time. Didn't even phase Jos LeDuc. He just stood there and then hammered him down.
Look at this. Carrying him around, no problem. Drops him down with a backbreaker right off that side. And now he's telling Rutledge to get up, and Rutledge is slowly coming up off the canvas, whipped in. He caught him with a forearm. Call it over with. 2, 3. And I'm delighted that Henry got out of there without being permanently disfigured, because, brother, this LeDuc, we've said it a jillion times, it makes it no less true. He is some kind of strong. One of the strongest guys we've ever seen. Yeah, Joe.
Says he's wonderful. A minute 27
charmer.
Time. Yeah, he really is.
I think any Youngman's line applies to him. Joe's all right, except he had a charisma bypass, man. Oh, man. This guy is something else. Hey, we got an interview right now that we've heard from Frank Morrell and his protege, Billy Travis. I'd like for you to take a listen to this.
I'd like to take this opportunity to explain to you people why I interfered in a match with Billy here, a championship match. As one thing, as you all know, I've told Billy not to be a quitter, and he wasn't a quitter. Gaddafi backdropped him over the top rope, and Gaddafi, you should have been disqualified right then, but the referee didn't see it. That wasn't enough. You took him back out and you posted him. So when I saw Billy get back in that ring favoring that arm, I knew he was hurt, and I knew he was hurt bad. And I figured it was maybe one of the worst hurts that he'd ever had. And when you got him in the middle of that ring and put that hammerlock on him, I know what a hammerlock can do, and you know what a hammerlock can do. And you was going to break his arm. And that's the reason that I come in and threw that towel in, because Billy, I think he's doing a super job. He's coming along good. But I didn't want to see him get a shoulder tore loose or something and set him back a few months. But I'd like to thank Eddie Marlin. He's given us one more chance for that belt. And Gaddafi, you can bet one thing. Billy's ready, we're ready, and we're coming at you, and I guarantee we're going to walk out of there. We're going to have that belt, Billy.
You know, Frank, you know I wasn't going to give up Gaddafi. You knew I wasn't going to give up. You could have broken my arm, and I still wasn't going to give up. But I want to explain the relationship between me and Frank here. This past summer, I had a bad tragedy in my family. My father died, and if it wasn't for Frank or Phil Hickerson, I don't think I could have ever made it through. And Frank, he took me under his wing, and he's helped me, and I want to win this belt. I want to win it for the people, I want to win it for Frank, and I want to win it for Phil. And I just want you people, I know you're going to get behind me, and just keep helping me, because I know I can beat Gaddafi. Just please help me.
You're going to beat him, Billy. You're going to beat him. Definitely. Gaddafi, you're going down.
No two fires are the same. No two car wrecks are the same. It's a sense of fulfillment. I came from a typical conservative family, very emphatic that I study and pass.
We, the citizens of Memphis, must work together to make our public schools the highest priority. Public education really pays.
I went to Cherokee, Sherwood, and Messick.
Team up to win. Public education pays.
Met my wife in the 6th grade in grammar school.
From Redfield, South Dakota to Red Bank down Jersey way, it's red, white, and you all across the USA. Barbecues and pancake suppers, a red dress on a Saturday night, a real good time in your hometown, a warm place on a cold, cold night. There's a feeling in this country, the real thing's coming through. Coca-Cola Classic, red, white, and blue.
Color Time rent-to-own dealers have always worked to rent you the best. Now Color Time introduces televisions as good as its dealers. Sets so reliable, they're the only ones on the market with a 5-year limited warranty. And you can only get them at Color Time. The best dealers, the only 5-year warranty. No wonder we're America's largest rent-to-own system.
Get what you want at Color Time.
Call Color Time today. Ask about a new 5-year limited television warranty.
Now at your Renault and Jeep dealer, it's the Spring Savings Spectacular with 7.7% financing. Save hundreds on every new Renault. Save even more with special value packages. Or choose 9.9% financing on Jeep Comanche, on the one-of-a-kind Jeep Cherokee, and Jeep Wagoneer. Plus, for the first time ever, 9.9 on Jeep Grand Wagoneer.
Make your best deal today at your Mid-South Jeep Renault dealers.
Hey, we're going to take a look at some of the action coming up around the territory. First, a reminder that tomorrow morning, right here on TV5, 11 o'clock, it's the Jerry Lawler Show. You will have an opportunity to meet Paul Diamond, a little more detail on Paul Diamond and his situation. So be sure to be here 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Jerry Lawler Show. Also, if that wasn't enough, the complete pom-pom shuffle routine from the MSU pom-pom squad, the national champions. That's all tomorrow morning at 11. Coming up tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock over in Jonesboro, Arkansas, championship wrestling action will be there. The box office will open at noon tomorrow for the wrestling matches at 3 o'clock. 6 matches on the card. Jerry the King Lawler will be returning to Jonesboro, Arkansas tomorrow afternoon. The Fantastics will be there. Billy Travis will be there. Also, you will see Dirty Rhodes, Buddy Landell, the Nature Boy. J.D. Costello will have his mod squad there. All you college students at Arkansas State, you can get in for $4 with your student ID. That's in Jonesboro. 3 o'clock is the time tomorrow afternoon. Friday the 28th in Jackson, Tennessee. 8 o'clock will be the matches in Jackson. Box office will be open at 4 in the afternoon, and advance tickets are available right now. You'll be able to see the King returning to Jackson, Tennessee on Friday night. Also, Dutch Mantell will be there. Paul Diamond will be there, too. Billy Travis, the mod squad, also included on the Jackson, Tennessee card on Friday night. Friday night, April 18th, championship wrestling will be in Erin, Tennessee. And on Wednesday, April 23rd, championship wrestling will be returning to Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi. Don't forget, tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Jonesboro, Arkansas for championship wrestling action. And the box office will be open at 12 noon, so you can buy advance tickets. Looks like some good action coming up around the territory during the next couple of weeks.
Yowza, as a matter of fact. And I'll tell you, talking about good action, boy, as you can well imagine, there was lots of it when Lawler and Mantell went against Dundee and Landell. We got some highlights of that match. Let's take a look.
I love it. Oh, did he throw him over there? But Dutch is going to have trouble. He's going to get out of his...
What's this? Tony Falk coming down. Jackie Fargo jumping up. Fargo grabs him. He nails Tony Falk, who was coming into the corner of Mantell and Dundee. Jackie puts him down. Falk gets up and he knocked him down again. Powder thrown by Landell in Lawler's eyes. There goes the Dutchman. And now Dundee and Landell have got Jeff Jarrett. Fargo is working on Tony Falk while they're slamming Jarrett around. Jackie starts in the ring and Falk grabs him around the waist. We're 9 minutes in and Fargo gets up. Bam! He nails Buddy Landell. Down on the mat and bleeding. And that left eye, busted his eyelid wide open. Boy, let me tell you, that was some kind of wild situation in there. There was so many things happening, you just couldn't hardly believe it. It went on, but when it was all over with, the hands of Mantell and Lawler raised up in the air as the victors, Jerry.
Well, that's true, Lance, but you see, there's no satisfaction there. Because Dundee and Landell did what they said they were going to do. If they ever brought Jeff Jarrett back into the ring, they busted his head open. They got they got some satisfaction there. But let me tell you something, Dundee and Landell. We've said this before. It's not over. It's just getting started. Now, you got one up on that little situation, I'll admit. You had Jackie Fargo preoccupied out there. You had Buddy Landell use the powder, and then Dundee, you bust Jeff Jarrett. Well, like I said before, it takes a real tough professional wrestler. It takes a real big man to come out there and show everybody that he can beat up an 18-year-old kid. Big deal. What are you doing, Dundee? Does that make you tough? Does that make you a superstar? I don't think so. I don't think that makes you nothing but a low-life, stinking, slimy scum of the earth, and you're looking at two people right here, brother, that are going to put an end to you one way or another. Now, what we've had so far, Lance, we've had a situation where a referee stopped the match. We've had a situation where Jeff Jarrett comes in and counts him out too soon. And true, we've won the matches, but we're not getting that satisfaction that we want. Well, we have got the match this week, brother. A match of a lifetime. A dream match as far as Dutch and I are concerned, because you see the stipulations are this. It's a Texas death match, and what that means is the falls don't count. The people know what a Texas death match is. You know what it is, Dundee. You know what it is, Landell. It can go all night, brother. It goes until one man cannot continue, till he can't answer the bell, till he's beaten down so bad, till he's bleeding so bad that after a rest period, he cannot get back to his feet. That's the only time this match is going to end. Falls don't matter. It can go 1 or it can go 100, brother. But it's going to go until somebody can't continue. And I think that myself and Dutch Mantell are going to be standing over you and Landell when this is over, Dundee. We're going to beat you within an inch of your life. They can't disqualify us. They can't stop the match because of blood. They can't stop it on pinfalls. It just keeps on going until somebody realizes that they've been beaten bad enough that they cannot answer the bell. And there's going to be one winning team, and you're looking at it right here, the Dutchman and the King, brother.
This is the kind of match, Dutch, that really tells it all. It comes down who's got the endurance and who's the toughest.
Well, we know who's got the endurance, and we know who's the toughest, and Landell and Dundee, they know who's the toughest. Now, like Jerry said, boy, this is a Texas death match. Now, I've been in single Texas death matches, but I've never been in a tag team. This is my first, but baby, it's right down my alley. Because Landell and Dundee, to talk to you guys, you've got to get way, way down on the ground, baby. You've got to get down where the dirt is. That's where you got to get. And Landell and Dundee, all I want you to do, I'm begging you, baby, just crawl. Just bring your low-life, egg-sucking carcass to that ring, baby. Because we got a message to give you and give all your people that seem to be liking you, like Falk. And, you know, Tony Falk's the biggest goof in the world. He lets that Dundee talk him into a lot of things. Yep. But falls don't count. You can't stop it, and somebody's going to get carried back from that ring, and Dundee and Landell, it's going to be you, baby, because Dundee's telling Landell he's great, and Landell's telling Dundee he's great, and they're starting to believe it. But, guys, you better start listening to us, baby, because we don't think you're great. And we've got something to bring to you, and we're bringing it Monday night in Memphis, baby.
Right. Let me just say one thing. I want to tell Dundee, and I want to tell Landell, and I want to tell all the thousands of people that's going to be there Monday night, it's not going to be a pretty match. You're going to see some blood, and you're going to see some people hurt bad. But it's not going to be these two right here. It's going to be Dundee and Landell.
Okay, good luck to you, Jerry and Dutch. You talking about a shootout, here it comes when these guys get in. And remember, you can't help the other guy in between falls. He has to do it on his own, and if he can't answer the bell, that is the end of it. All right, let's take a look at the entire card coming up for Monday night down there. 8 o'clock, of course, is the bell time. Opportunity for you to get your tickets in advance all day on Monday. The general admission price is going to be $3. And we're looking forward to the action starting off with Frank Morrell against Keith Eric in the opening bout. Then it's going to be a return of Dirty Rhodes and Jos LeDuc. Now, the last time and the first time that they met, they went to a draw in a match, and this one is going to be another meeting. There was nothing decided, and Jos LeDuc and Dirty Rhodes, two very large gentlemen, will be meeting each other in that single. Tony Falk will be teaming up with Pat Rhodes to go against the exciting team of Paul Diamond and Michael Lee. Now, we'll be seeing them a little bit later today. Very good-looking team to go against Falk and Pat Rhodes. International title shot. Billy Travis, and well-deserved, gets another shot at Abdul Gaddafi's title that he is currently holding. And then a Southern Tag Team title match. It'll be the Fantastics going against the Mod Squad of J.D. Costello. And that, you can better believe, will be another one of those awfully good meetings that we're looking forward to. And then, clear the decks, my friend. We're talking about Texas Tornado Death Match. Falls don't count. You keep going until someone cannot answer the bell. And when that happens, it is all over with. Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantell, going against Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell. Stand by. Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. See you there at 8 o'clock. Be there.
This
release from Self-Service Furniture for all Mid-South residents. Now, in addition to across-the-board huge furniture savings, you also receive 12 months free interest. No interest for all of 1986 and into 1987. Pay Self-Service Furniture's low furniture price only. Not a penny more. Forget the interest. No fancy frills, no expensive fixtures. Just huge savings throughout 50,000 square feet of name brand furniture. Self-Service Furniture, 3929 Summer Avenue, with 12 months free interest now.
If you're a Toyota dealer jammed with new truck arrivals, would you turn your showroom upside down to make deals? You bet your 4x4 they would. Toyota's Upside Down Days is on now, and you'll flip for the great deals on tough Toyota trucks. Standard beds, 1-tons, extra cabs, turbos, automatics. They're all here. And your Toyota dealer will turn this place inside out and upside down to find you the deal you want. Buy your Toyota truck now during Upside Down Days, and you'll be head over heels in savings.
Billy D. Williams talks about the power of Colt 45.
You know, I've always heard about the power of Colt 45, but I was never sure exactly what that meant. So I got some, found out for myself.
Hey, Billy, you free tonight?
Works every time.
The dynamite taste of Colt 45. It works every time.
Paramount Pictures cordially invites you to the party to end all parties.
April Fool.
You are such a jerk. Is something wrong?
April Fool's Day. Get ready to party till you drop. Rated R.
Starts Thursday, March the 27th at these theaters. Under 18 not admitted without parents.
Already ready for the action, bell time. And we are flat ready to have an interesting tag match coming up here, Dave.
You're right. Dundee and Landell going against Frank Morrell and David Haskins. Frank Morrell's going to be starting for his team. It's Dundee, the superstar, going for his. Morrell and a half field him across the ring. Tag made by Frank Morrell. Here's David Haskins. Haskins with a good drop kick put Dundee down on the mat. Oh, Dundee was set up, and Haskins ran right into a fist. Buddy Landell jumps in there, and now both of them working on David Haskins. Dundee steps out. Landell, chop, a fist.
Landell's got a wicked chop. Boy, I'll guarantee you.
He makes the tag now on Dundee. Dundee. Grabbing Haskins, backs him to the rope, fires him across the ring. Clothesline. Dundee quickly to the corner, made the tag on Buddy Landell. Landell back in now. You're right, he uses that chop. Also, when he uses that right fist, he lets it fly, too.
Frank over in the corner is a guy that has the nature to wrestle Dundee and Landell. He's a rough and tough son of a gun, and he doesn't mind doing all of the things that it may take against guys like this to do it. David's a little more reserved, tries to follow the rules a little, and when you get in there with guys like Dundee and Landell, you can't do it. You just flat got to give it to them before they give it to you, because they're going to do it, friend. Dundee drives him down into the mat.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-minute mark in this one. Bill Dundee with David Haskins down on the mat. Frank Morrell steps in to kind of break things up a little bit. Buddy Landell, upper arm. David Haskins hit the mat. They're keeping Haskins over close to their corner, too, trying to keep him away from the tag on his larger partner, Frank Morrell.
Yeah, Frank started out. He made the tag on David, and we're in a situation where David has not been able to get out of there, Dave, since Haskins got in.
Well, they've kept him in. And the team of Landell and Dundee able to make quick tags. They're able to tag in and out very frequently since they're over so close to their corner to begin with. Look at Dundee using that right fist. Just time after time. Referee finally stepped in between them. Warns Dundee. Dundee turned and said something to Frank Morrell over in the corner.
And look at this. Landell slamming him from behind. I tell you, it's all I can do to keep from grabbing that rope on that bell and just ringing the son of a gun. It's not our position to do that, but it really makes you hot, these guys.
Landell put the flip on David Haskins. Now he's got some sort of chin lock on him there. A body slam. Landell goes over and distracts the referee. Look at Dundee. He came off the top rope. As he leaves, he put a boot on the side of David Haskins' head. Now they make a tag. Landell steps out. Dundee dancing around saying, come on. Dundee clotheslines Haskins, leaves him lying in the ring. Landell picks him up. Morrell, meanwhile, nails Dundee. Look out, Landell goes for the figure-4 leg lock. He's got it. That's going to be it. Bell time.
Smart move for David to give it up right there, because Landell, both of these guys can wrestle. We've never seen anything else but their attitude is so lousy, and the stuff that they do in there is just absolutely makes you so hot. You want to get a gun after the guy. David Haskins had to submit. What was the time, Dave?
4 minutes, 14 seconds. 4:14.
4 minutes, 14 seconds, and they come up with a submission win as Dundee and Landell get the win. No, you know I'm not coming over there, Bill. There's a microphone. If you guys have got anything halfway decent to say, try to... Judge, I'm not getting over there.
Budrow, that's okay. Let him sit over there, because there's a word in this country. Now, I didn't invent it, because where I come from, the word doesn't exist, and it's called discrimination, Daddy. That don't happen in Australia, because it's a man's world over there. They got a white Australia policy. That means you got to look like me to live there. And Lance Russell, you're going to get sued, Daddy. Now, all I got to say is, Budrow, they have discriminated against us every time we got in the ring. Lawler's buddy, the referee, stops the match. They hold up their head, and they say they win. Then, here comes Jeff Jarrett and some old stumblebum by the name of Jackie Fargo in Memphis, Tennessee. That punk daddy's the promoter. He wants to do anything he wants to do. And he awards him the match. And they write it down in the book and say they win. Nobody has ever beat us, Budrow. Right? Never. Nobody. Nobody. We're 60-minute men in and out of the ring. Ask the ladies if you don't believe us. Now, they keep saying they're beating our brains. It's not happening, Russell. It never happened, Dave Braff. We have whooped them from pillar to post. But all of a sudden, they say, they beat you. Landell and Dundee got beat. We beat Jeff Jarrett. We beat Fargo. We beat Lawler. We beat Mantell. We beat Jerry Jarrett. And a couple of months ago, I beat up old Border Bags himself, Eddie Marlin. And they keep saying we get... Budrow, we are great. We're a hell of a... We are great, baby. You ought to look at it at the greatest tag we've ever passed away. That's right.
That's enough. That's enough, you guys. Just take it right on out of here. That's all you need.
Hey, if you can't tell us to come to the set, you can't tell us to leave us, for right? And we ain't leaving. We're going to give 1 million people... Oh, no.
You know, yeah, let me tell you something. You pull my string out here. You come out here. We give you the microphone to do the interview. And once you come out here, and if you came out here and told the truth, and came out here and simply say that every time you climbed in the ring with Lawler and Mantell, you have lost a match in there. Every one of them. I don't care how it looks. That is exactly what the answer is.
Don't say we lost. Don't ever say we lost. I don't want you to tell the people we lost, and I don't want none of them rednecks to tell them we lost. Because if you say it, I'll slap your teeth out, and Budrow will slap anybody over there's teeth out and say it. No, we didn't lose.
Just look at the end result of it. Now, you can make any kind of excuse, and you're the guys that say, I don't care, we're the winners and all. Look at the end result. You lost. You lost the match, and that's all there was to it. You've been in there twice, you've lost the match.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it real slow.
Don't say we lost. Because I told you, Lance, I don't want to have to hurt you or anybody else. But don't say we lost, okay?
Okay, but what I want to tell you is that whether you deny it or whatever you want to do with the thing, the end result, let me put it this way, Lawler and Mantell won, so that means you guys lost, and that's exactly what happened there. And that's all. Let's just take a break. Let's go to a break. And you know, that's...
The first question most people ask is, how much will it cost to fix my brakes? I wish it was that easy. The fact is, until you bring your car into one of my Braco stores for a free inspection, we can't tell you what it'll cost, and neither can anyone else. Every brake problem is different. Our technicians are brake and front-end specialists. That's why we do more brake work at fair, competitive prices. Don't let anyone tell you how much a brake job will cost. Come to Braco and we'll show you.
Sully Van, the van manufacturer of the Mid-South, is having their spring clearance sale with discounts up to $8,400. Buy now, make no payments till June. Enjoy a 9.9 interest rate. That means low monthly payments. Plus, during the spring clearance sale, you get this free maintenance package, free 100 gallons of gas, free oil changes for 2 years, and a 5-year warranty with unlimited mileage. Don't miss this fantastic Sully spring clearance sale. Now at Sully Van, 792 South Cooper. Open Saturday 9 to 6 and Sunday 1 to 6.
You know Memphis Furniture has a huge collection of bedroom groups that must be sold during their giant going-out-of-business sales. Bedrooms selling for 55 to 65% below suggested retail prices. Now listen, buy a bed, a night table, an entire group, or just one piece, any bedroom furniture, and get an additional 10% off your total purchase. Save 55 to 65%, then get an additional 10% off your total bedroom purchase. Now get to Memphis Furniture Warehouse on Brooks, a mile and a half west of Elvis Presley.
I feel like I just won the Kentucky Derby.
Every day is Mother's Day on That's My Mama. What's wrong with Judy?
I thought your dream girl was more like Tina Turner.
Yeah, everyone is big on Mama.
Was that your mama I saw floating down the street? Or a gigantic doily?
For television's most uplifting show, watch That's My Mama.
Today at 4:30 on TV5. We're underway here as the Invader under the mask is going against Billy Travis. Billy Travis. Boy, he has come a long way in a short time. Fine wrestler he's developed into over the last year or so. Going against the mask Invader right here. Invader fired into the ropes. Dumped over the back coming off of there. Billy Travis picking him up. Got him up in the air. Body slam. Travis drops down. Billy seized control here from the opening bell and going to try to keep it, I'm sure, throughout the match. Invader has found himself being flipped and thrown all over this ring. Travis blocks the chin. Referee's there. He's making sure that it's not a choke, and it was not. Travis with a chop. Young man out of Lexington, Kentucky. Picks up the Invader. Body slam. Invader grabs his back. Billy Travis putting on the pressure. Referee right there. He's, again, making sure that everything's fine, and apparently it is. He's checking with the Invader to see if he wants to submit. He said, nope, not giving it up. Billy Travis. Billy's got that knee in his back, and he's got his chin locked, and he can pull him back that way, put some real pressure on that spine. The Invader back to the turnbuckles, and then it flipped out of the corner. Billy Travis has him up in the air. Body slams him. 2 minutes gone in this one. Travis with a lower leg across the chest, and he gets a cover. Might be it. Count is 2 and 3. That's it. 2 minutes, 21 seconds of action. It was all Billy Travis. As we said earlier, Billy took control from the opening bell, and he was able to keep it. You can see what happened here as Billy had things going. He drops down with that lower leg right across the chest of the Invader, and from there it was a count of 1, 2, 3 as Billy was able to hold him there, and Billy Travis has the victory again, the time on a 2 minutes, 21 seconds of action.
Okay, Dave. I can tell you one thing. Nobody running me off the show. And I'll just start out and tell you, don't you get any ideas and start pulling any funny
You
stuff.
just listen to what I have to say, Lance Russell. You know, the other day I came face to face with Jackie Fargo, and I could feel that the man was afraid of me. That's right, he was afraid of me. So I want to issue a challenge right now to Jackie Fargo to get in the ring with me, because I want to beat him, show all those people out there that I do know how to wrestle. I want him to be my second victory. But there's also this kid by the name of Jeff Jarrett running around here thinking he's bad. But let me tell you something. He wants to be a professional wrestler. Well, they better teach him good, because when he gets ready for his first match, I want him to book him with me, because I will beat his brains out. I will show Jeff Jarrett how tough professional wrestling is. But right now, what all the people's been waiting for, Tony Falk is going to win his first match, because I'm going in the ring against the awesome Jim Jameson. You got that? It's coming, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Lance Russell, what can I say? Right now,
I think you've set up plenty right now. Okay, we're ready for the next match, a single match, Dave, with Jim Jameson. Tony Falk talking about his second victory in there. He better get his first victory.
Well, he doesn't have his first one yet. Bell sounds, and we're underway. Will this be Tony Falk's first victory? We'll see. He's going against Jim Jameson. Jim Jameson back under the rope. Falk wastes no time in grabbing him by the hair and pounding his head into the top turnbuckle. Tony Falk has confidence he's going to win it today and get his first mark in the W column since he's been in the area. Jim Jameson not off to a very good start. Tony Falk in control. Backs Jameson onto the ropes. Right fist right into the stomach.
And while Jim has been in there with the very best in the business in there, his win-loss record is not all that great either, so this ought to be quite a scrap with Jameson and Falk.
Jim does have several more victories than Tony Falk does.
Oh, yes.
But you're right. Tony Falk with the cover, counts 1. At 2, he picked him up. He said, I'm not going to pin him yet. He picked him up by the hair.
That?
No, I can't. Guy, you know...
It's what we've talked about, Dave. This guy, I've never seen anybody who's lost as many matches who hot dog and think, you look at him, you think he's a world champion, the way he feels about it.
Well, I tell you, if I were looking for my first victory, I think I would have gone ahead and tried for the 3 count right there. I mean, I don't know what Falk's thinking. Maybe he's not thinking. Falk with a forearm. Jim Jameson back on the rope. Tony Falk, confident he's going to get his first victory here today. He's controlled it for the first minute and a half.
Falk was slamming Jim right in that eye, and that's where he took quite a shot a couple of weeks ago from when Dundee and Landell unnecessarily jumped and beat on him.
Falk keeps the hold. Jameson back on his feet. And hair pulling by Tony Falk eliminated any chance that Jameson might have had to gain control. Reverse neck breaker, and a pretty good one, too, by Tony Falk. Counts 1, 2, and again he picks him up at the 2 count. Can you believe this guy?
No.
Tony Falk. Boy, he really must be feeling very good right now. Jumps Jameson over the back. He has passed up 2 opportunities to get a 3 count. He's gotten the 2 count and picked him up at the count of 2 both times. Now he covers again. 1, 2, and once again, third time he picks him up by the hair.
Real smart. Guy working for his first victory in there and pulls something like that. Jameson starting to pound back and going for that eye again is Tony Falk.
Falk choking him on the middle rope. Referee finally backed him away from that. Falk flips him down, got him covered. Count is 1, 2, and again he picks him up at the 2 count. Falk. Body slams Jim Jameson. Now Falk goes to the rope. Climbs up on that second rope. On the top rope. Referee is saying, oh, Falk falls off the top rope. Jim Jameson covers. 1, 2, 3.
Who deserved it any more than Tony Falk?
And the hot dogging cost him 4 times. 4 times he passed up almost sure chances to get his first victory. No, he had to pass them up. He had to show off a little bit more, and it ends up costing him the match in 3 minutes, 17 seconds. Jim Jameson is the winner.
Falk finds a way to lose it again as he climbs to the top rope. His sure-footedness gave way on him, and he almost knocked himself out when he hit the mat down there. Jameson covered him. We'll be back in a moment.
Right on the phone. Network.
Dollar Days, now only at Network Rental. Rent any deluxe color television, just $1 first week's rent. Any heavy-duty washer or dryer, $1 first week's rent. Any component system, furniture groups, $1 first week's rent. Get the things you need now during Network's Dollar Days. Only at Network, only during Dollar Days. No credit requirement, no hefty cash deposit, no long-term obligations, service included. Network Rental, with only a call, we do it all. Call now.
Richard Petty talks about his all-time driving headaches.
Rockingham, 65. Now, that was a goodie. Bristol, 74. That was another goodie. Daytona, 82. That was definitely a goodie. I've won over 200 races, but I've had over 700 headaches. So just take it from me. Goodies gets rid of the pain fast, and that's what counts.
Goodies headache powders and extra-strength tablets.
It's 9.9 down the line at John Ellis Chevrolet. Come in now and take advantage of our 9.9% finance rate on all new Caprices, Monte Carlos, Camaros, Cavaliers, Celebrities, Spectrums, S10 pickups, S10 Blazers, El Caminos, Chevy vans, and Chevy pickups. 9.9% financing coupled with our volume discount prices means hundreds, even thousands of dollars in savings to you. So take off for John Ellis Chevrolet and land your best deal.
On the next What's Happening Now, Rob's place is in the red.
You saying that us losing money is all my fault? You don't see me chasing customers out of here. Well, come to think of it, I don't see you doing much of anything around here.
And the battle lines are drawn.
Maybe you should have spent less on fancy tablecloths and more on advertising. $1.50, all you can eat. I got $1 over here.
What's Happening Now, today at 5 on TV5.
Okay, we're going to be back in the ring here in just a moment with the Mod Squad in action. But first, we want to talk to them. Oh, no.
Yeah, you run, Russell. You just like a rabbit. You run just like Lawler.
Let me tell you something. That's a good illustration, Bill, of the way. Look at Lance Russell run right now. That's a good illustration of the way that Lawler and Mantell have been running from us. And let me tell you something, Lawler and Mantell. Endurance is our middle name, baby. If it takes 3 falls or 300, baby, Texas death match. Endurance is our middle name. And Lawler, one thing to remember, you might not make it to Monday night, baby, because I got you tomorrow night in Jonesboro.
Let me say a few words to my pal here. Hey, Mantell, I saw you down here on your knees like a grub, like this little nothing in the wheelchair over here. There you think he feels, Daddy. Let me tell you something, Mantell. Let me tell you, Lawler, what are we doing? What are we doing? When you're doing it now, we ain't standing here, baby. We ain't...
Thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Dutch, for getting them out of here. We've seen enough of them for several weeks, much less for today. All right. Thanks.
Let me just say one thing. Dundee and Landell, you're real tough. You are real tough when you got an 18-year-old kid, or when you got Jerry Jarrett in the ring who's only got one good eye, or when you're up against Lance Russell. But when you get in the ring, when you have to get in the ring like you're going to have to do Monday night against two more professional wrestlers like Dutch Mantell and the King, you're not so damn tough anymore, are you? We're going to prove it to you down on Monday.
Thank you, Jerry and Dutch. Please. Okay, we were looking for the mod squad. Here comes J.D. Costello. He doesn't look in any better frame of mind than I am about it. They've got a match again coming up with the Fantastics, and I think they found out they're a little bit tougher than maybe you thought they were going to.
You know, Lance Russell, I can't believe what happened last Monday night in Memphis. You saw it, I saw it, the fans saw it. We beat the tar and feather. We beat the brains out of the Fantastics. I was standing right there at ringside. I saw the referee as he watched Bobby Fulton pulled Tommy Rogers over Basher for the 1-2-3 count. It's illegal. It's a conspiracy against the Mod Squad to keep us from getting the Southern Tag Team belts. I'm upset about it. My mother's upset about it. She just sent me an additional $50,000 each to give Spike and Basher. She's sending the money to give it to them for us to beat the Fantastics this coming Monday night.
Yes, matter of fact, that's what you got. Southern Tag title bout, and somehow it doesn't seem to be going according to the Mod Squad rules.
It may not, but it will this coming Monday night. My rule book goes, Lance Russell.
Yeah, well, of course, that's the reason they're going to have the match, and you'll have another opportunity with both Spike and Basher to be in there and see if you can get the title. So far, the batting average is not too good.
This time next week, you're going to see new Southern Tag Team champions. It's going to be the Mod Squad, and we're going to be champions that the fans can be proud of.
Okay, Monday night, we'll have the opportunity to find out. All right, Davey, let's throw it back to you.
I want you to take a look right now at a young man new to the area. He's out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, and this is kind of a story that we felt would be interesting for all the wrestling fans to see. I'm talking about young Paul Diamond. Here's what he has to say.
Well, that's true. You know, I was about 20 years old, and things started pretty fast, and I was getting better and better, and started getting some chances to make a little more money. Mm-hmm. And, of course, as you have more success, promoters call and want you here, they want you there, and if you do want to make the money, you got to go. Well, this was the first time that I'd really been away from my family, you know, on my own, just with other guys, and I thought I could handle it pretty well. Well, as time went by, the loneliness set in, the long rides, you know, airplanes. Of course, then there's the celebrations, too, after the victories, and you meet all kinds of people in professional sports.
Yes. People that want to be your friend. Yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, sometimes they slip you this or slip you this kind of pill.
Be more specific. You're talking about a little marijuana or a little speed or something to make you feel better, right?
Sure. You know, take a few of these in the morning and you'll feel better. You can party, you can handle it, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's what really got me started, you know, and from there on, things got worse and worse. Well, you know, I guess I started slipping a little bit. That I was getting some opportunities that I thought for championship matches, but along the way with drugs and everything, I started losing some matches that I shouldn't have.
You didn't realize that it was drugs at that time, did you? You just lost one. You thought, boy, I was just off tonight a little bit or something like that.
Exactly. And, you know, the promoters that promised me these matches that I was getting all of a sudden said, well, you can't have it. You know, your record hasn't been real good in the past, and you're going to have to wait and get better. Well, in turn, that pressed me down some more. And now I thought, well, you know, I really need these things to get me through these days. I got to work hard. I got to get back on top of my game, and not at all realizing that it was the drugs that caused my downfall initially. Well, you know, one morning I woke up. My family had turned their back on me. I was penniless, lost all my possessions, and I tried to kick the habit on my own, and just wasn't working. Yeah. And I decided, well, if I'm going to live and be successful at something which I wanted to do, and I was, I really need professional help. Yeah. And one more thing I would like to say for, you know, all those kids, teenagers, whatever. If it happened to me, don't let it happen to you. If your friends or somebody you meet offer you things, don't take them. I know it happened to me. Like I said, don't let it happen to me. I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I went.
Okay. Thanks again, Paul Diamond.
Thank you.
I don't want to belabor the point, but I do, in fact, want to say, Davey, that we really appreciate Paul being honest with us and all. He realizes the problem. He's trying to help other young people. Paul Diamond, we thank you.
Paul Diamond in there right now with his partner Michael Lee. J.D. Costello and the Mod Squad exchanging embraces as they prepare to do battle here in this tag team match. Paul Diamond, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada.
Spike, who, well, I was going to say the stock here is pretty hard to tell. They're both pretty stocky. They are thick and well built. Spike starting it out. Basher on the outside with J.D. Costello.
Mod Squad came in here from New Orleans. They claim to be from the Badlands of New Orleans.
Paul Lee over the top. His partner, Paul Lee, Paul Diamond. I was thinking his partner, Michael Lee, over in the corner. We've seen them once or twice, Dave, and they look good.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Diamond has some great moves.
Haven't been together that long as a tag team, and they're both still reasonably young wrestlers. Not reasonably, they're still young. They haven't been wrestling that long at all. Michael Lee gets the tag, and here he comes. Off the middle rope, drops down. He caught him on the wrist. And Basher finds himself in trouble. Michael Lee sits down on the left arm. Got a nice bar on that left arm. Michael Lee hanging on.
Big arm to have a bar on, too.
Yeah, it is.
As we said, Spike and Bash are both very well built.
Michael Lee sets, waits. Drop kick there. Got him real good with his right foot. He didn't get him with both, but he didn't need the one foot. Put him down to the mat and right back on him. And again, he bars the arm. Michael Lee showing that agility and balance that he has. Michael Lee putting a hurt on that left arm. Basher forces him back into the turnbuckles. Comes up with a broad arm and knee to the midsection. Now he grabs him by the hair, whips him across the ring. Michael Lee moves out of the way, and Basher of the Mod Squad found nothing but the empty corner when he got there.
Boy, and he was traveling when he hit that turnbuckle, too. Michael Lee just barely got out of the way, and Basher slammed that turnbuckle down on the deck. Tag on Paul Diamond, and the young Canadian goes to work.
He used the knee lift, and he was able to get a 2 count, but only a 2 count. Mod Squad finding themselves on the short end here early in this fall.
J.D. Costello not at all happy with what's happening with his boys.
Missed the drop kick. Missed it badly as Basher hung onto the rope. They make the tag, and here's Spike. Upper arm. Down as 1. 1 count's all he gets. Michael Lee kicks out of it. Mod Squad, both of them in and out of there. Spike is tagged out and Basher is back in.
Basher drops down with a knee and now goes for a chokehold.
Lance Russell, my men are trained no matter who they're in the ring with to think it's Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, and you watch what we're doing to these boys right now.
Yeah. Well, oh, what a power slam from Basher as he slams Michael Lee down into the canvas. Down to 1. Oof. We're past the 4-minute mark in this first ball of action. Expiration of time match.
Mod Squad again tagging out. Spike in there. He's using the boot to the midsection. They got Michael Lee. They've been able to keep him over in the corner for quite a while. Michael about halfway across the ring now. Now they slowly move him back to their corner. Keep him away from the tag on his partner, Paul Diamond. Body slam. Spike left him there. Basher takes over. He's made the tag, though. He slams him, and Spike comes in.
What a number they're doing on Michael Lee right now.
All Mod Squad, earlier in the match, it was Michael Lee and Paul Diamond really looking good against these guys, but a missed drop kick and a couple others. Hey, look at here! Nice move by Diamond. He got it. What a chopper! Wow. Paul Diamond from behind with a drop kick, and Michael Lee had the shoulders one of the Mod Squad pinned. He gets the 3 count. Now the Mod Squad both working on Michael Lee. Douglas was thrown out of there. Here's Douglas climbing back up into the ring.
Paul Diamond knocked back down on the floor again, and Michael Lee is taking the brunt of the fury of them, Diamond and Lee, having won the first fall. Back in a moment.
True.
Fleming's is closing doors forever on their beautiful Whitehaven Furniture Store.
But, Dad, what are you doing?
I'm marking down prices even more, Chris. It's 40% off everything. All must go.
Wow, 40% off everything. You've never done that before.
Here's more. Buy now, make no payments till June.
Impossible. You can't do that.
I'm doing it. 40% off across the board. No payments till June. Special savings up to 75%.
Now, that's moving it out fast.
This offer good at all 4 Fleming stores, including Mendenhall and Perimeter Mall in summer. Inventory must go.
40% off everything and no payments till June. Wow.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, y'all, come on. From the Red River Valley to Reading, PA, red, white, and blue, all across the USA. The Red Sox in Boston, Jazz in New Orleans, Santa Claus to Christmas wearing your old blue jeans. There's a feeling in this country, the real things coming through. Coca-Cola Classic, red, white, and blue.
Here comes more help on the financing front from your GMC truck team. 9.9% financing on new GMC 2- and 4-wheel drive full-size pickup trucks. 9.9 on S15 Jimmys. 9.9 on new GMC Safari and Vandura cargo vans, too. You want a truck or a van with the muscle to make it any time, any place? Now you've got it. A GMC truck or van and 9.9% financing at Foster, Mary, Pryor, Hudson Rook, and General Truck, your GMC truck team.
A second-rate comic steals Chris and Danny's jokes. The dark side of comedy on the next Fame.
Out of all the comedians out there, he picked our stuff. And it could be thousands. It's not like you took a couple of jokes, man. You stole our entire act. It's bad enough I don't like myself. I don't need you two to remind me.
Don't miss television's best. The next all-new episode of the Emmy Award-winning Fame. Fame, Sunday night at 6 on TV5.
Tomorrow, on the Lawler show, there'll be a little more extended conversation with Paul Diamond about the problem. And okay, that'll be tomorrow at 11 o'clock here on TV5. Let's take a look at the action coming up Monday night down at the Mid-South Coliseum. 8 o'clock is the time, $3 general admission. I would repeat that to you because take advantage of it as long as it lasts, my friend. 8 o'clock starts out with the opening bout. Frank Morrell going against Keith Herrick. Dirty Rhodes and Jos LeDuc will be trying to square something off and settle it that they couldn't do last week because it went to a draw. Then Tony Falk and Pat Rose will be going against this good-looking team of Paul Diamond and Michael Lee. International title match, Billy Travis will be getting another shot at Abdul Gaddafi's title. And then it'll be a Southern Tag Team title, and I'll tell you, the Mod Squad right now in serious need of some wins because they just dropped a fall to Diamond and Lee, and the Fantastics defeated them in their last outing. AWA titles at stake, Mod Squad and the Fantastic be a whaler. And then stand by. Oh, boy, I can't wait for the son of a gun. There won't be any reason to stop this until it's all over with. Texas Tornado Deathmatch, Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantell, Bill Dundee and Buddy Landell, and I'll tell you, I am perfectly willing to let Lawler and Mantell handle the business of Dundee and Landell in that ring in that match. Falls don't count. You go till somebody cannot go. Should be an incredible, incredible match. Monday night, 8 o'clock. See you down there. Jerry's got a video album out, a video cassette out now. It's an hour album that's got some great, interesting stuff in it. Let's take a look at some words from Jerry, okay?
Hi, everybody. This is Jerry the King Lawler. And the people at Independent Media Marketing have put together a very special video just for all my fans out there. If you order it right now, you're going to get 60 minutes of wrestling's heart and soul. You're going to see on it some of my most spectacular entrances into the different arenas and coliseums, and also a match that has become a classic all across the country. It happened in Tupelo, Mississippi, and it happened in the concession stand. Also, you're going to see some of my greatest moves, including the big pile driver, and the match that, well, that everybody in the world talked about. The Andy Kaufman feud is all included on there. Also, you're going to see a showdown match with one of my toughest opponents ever, the wild man from Texas, Terry Funk. And it was a bloody and brutal battle. Also, you're going to see some of my most vicious opponents that I've ever faced, including guys like Jimmy Valiant and Jos LeDuc. And then you're going to see the big Jimmy Hart loser leave town match, the match in which I went against Eddie Gilbert to get rid of Jimmy Hart from this area once and for all. You're going to see the King throw the fire. You're going to see wrestling's first music video and much, much more. That's all on this video. And if you order right now, you're going to get a special price. It's only $29.95. Now, this video is not available in stores. You just send $29.95 plus $5.25 for shipping and handling to the Jerry Lawler Video, Post Office Box 3020, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. Or you can call now and order it over the telephone by dialing 1-800-524-2507. It's a free call, 1-800-524-2507. I had a special hand in making this video, and I know all my fans are going to love it. So order yours now.
Okay, I hope you got the number down. That's something you will get many hours of enjoyment out of, looking at that Jerry Lawler Video Volume 1. Back in the ring right now, the Mod Squad, Spike and Basher. Hi, Paul.
Lance, in the last fall, Michael was hurt. He hurt his shoulder when he went over the top rope.
Yes, I saw it.
But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to give this Mod Squad anything. I'll take them on both, all by myself right now.
Not a good idea.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let Michael down. I'm not going to let the team down. I'm going to go in there, do the best I can right now.
All Diamond. Not a good idea when you got two guys as rugged as Spike and Basher. Michael Lee hurt his shoulder. A single match with one of them, yes. Going to be a handicap. Bell time, and here we go.
Yeah, the referee says it is a handicap match. Tag team rules in effect for the Mod Squad. Single rules in effect for Paul Diamond. Boy, I wish we could have talked him out of that. That's, you said, just not wise to do, going to, especially against a team like the Mod Squad that not only do they not mind breaking the rules, Costello carries his own rule book around. You can imagine what's in there.
Yeah. Well, you ought to be smiling about this. You got what you like, a 2-on-1 situation, J.D.
Lance Russell, how would you like a $100 bill? You look like you could use a new suit. You know what? When you're talking about money, you know, a lot of people talk about Jim Cornette having a lot of money. I want to tell you about Jim Cornette. Me and Jim Cornette are close personal friends, but let me tell you this. His mother used to work for my mother in New Orleans. When you're talking about money, we've got about $500 million more than he's got. Don't look at me like that, Lance Russell. You're the one who started all of this with the Mod Squad and the Fantastic. Don't you ever do that again.
Okay, I'm not interested in hearing any more of that, J.D. All Diamond, classy-looking young man from Canada, Thunder Bay. He's a young fella, but on his way to a comeback. He had quite a reputation up in Canada. This guy really skyrocketed in his first years of professional wrestling up there. And he is now coming back after his bout with drugs.
Very alert move there by Paul Diamond as the Mod Squad had made a tag, and he released from one and went after the other one.
How do you like this match, Lance Russell? How's it going for you right now?
Well, take a look. You can see who's got the advantage in there right at the moment. A nice headlock down on the mat by Paul Diamond.
This guy's a loser. We're going to win this match 1, 2, 3. Walk out of here just like we are. We're going to get the Southern Tag Team Championships away from the Fantastics. It's going to happen. You aren't going to like it. The fans are going to love it because they want champions that they can be proud of, and you know it, Lance Russell.
Okay. Well, there again, you hear J.D. Costello running off about how the Mod Squad's going to destroy the Fantastics. Heard it before, J.D. Nice side mare as Spike has popped down on the deck.
Want to remind J.D. too, if the Mod Squad's going to win this match in the record book, they better get busy because they're going to have to win more than one fall in order to get a victory here.
They are one fall down right at the moment. That's correct. Referee pulls the hand out of the hair of Paul Diamond. No, that is Basher in there now. You know, it's kind of hard. Even though they don't look alike, they do. There is such a resemblance because of the way they have their hair cut, the bills on both of them, and the mustache.
Yeah, it's you have to really look at them close to tell which is which there. This is Spike coming back in. Oh, nice move by Paul Diamond.
Classy kind of a move in there. This guy has got some, I'll tell you. And he is beefing up real good now, too. He had lost a lot of weight, and now he's coming back. Looking very, very good. Spike back in there at this point as he squares off one-on-one with Paul Diamond.
You know, Lance Russell, there's a lot of controversy about the Mod Squad rule book that I carry around. Well, all the wrestlers up here break all the rules just like Paul Diamond's doing right now against my men. I've got this rule book. We spent thousands of dollars on this to come up with our rules and regulations. People say I use this rule book at ringside to hit people over the head with. I take stuff out of it, illegal weapons. That's not what it is. It's fair and square. It's a rule book. That's what I use it for, to make sure the referee follows all the rules and regulations.
That's what we like, somebody who is the overseer of everybody else's conduct, and certainly except the Mod Squad.
Paul Diamond finds himself in a little bit of trouble here. He had done very well in the first 4 minutes, 15 seconds of this fall in holding off the Mod Squad, but Basher with the control right now. Oh, he's got his finger digging it into his right eye.
Well, the longer it goes, too, Dave, the worse it's going to be for Paul Diamond because of the fact that he has no relief. Michael Lee hurt his shoulder when he was thrown over the top rope by the Mod Squad, and so Diamond is back in there by himself.
Lance Russell, we are real upset right now. Look at this. Boy, this guy's tearing my men apart.
Yeah. There's a whip into the rope, and Diamond comes out with that foot of flailing and waiting for a backdrop. Spike took a shot as Basher takes over after the tag, and now Diamond caught in between them. He's handling it by himself in a handicap match.
Got hit with a backbreaker across the knee there. Mod Squad has things going their way now in the second fall.
Time is running out on our expiration of time match. Oh, here comes Michael Lee. Michael, who had hurt his shoulder going over that top rope, wasn't out here for the start of this fall. And we've got him back in there now, 2-on-2. And look at Diamond and Lee go with the Mod Squad.
Lee and Diamond run together right there in the middle of the ring. The Mod Squad down here on the floor. J.D. trying to get them together and regroup. They're leaving. They're leaving. Counts at 7, 8, 9, 10. They're counted out. 2 straight fall victory for Paul Diamond and Michael Lee as the Mod Squad leaves, and they're counted out.
Embarrassment for the Mod Squad. We'll take time out and be back in just a moment.
racing season at Southland starts April 3rd. You better get ready. Hey, the Greyhounds are.
Cash in on those good times, grab on to the fun. Here comes the Greyhound, it's fun on the run. It's Southland at the dock, it's Southland Greyhound Park. It's fun on the run, fun on the run. Southland Greyhound Park. Here come the Greyhounds, they run like the wind. The fun happens faster, the fun never ends. Excitement at the dock, it's Southland Greyhound Park. It's fun on the run, fun on the run. Southland Greyhound Park.
Neighbor, if it's interest you're talking about, it's even lower now at Dodge Country. Now get new car financing as low as 7.5% or double factory rebates up to $2,000. Choose from our great selection of new Dodge Omni. Equipped, take your pick at just $68.88. Finance with 7.5, or would you rather drive it home with no down payment, just $124 a month? Come on, it's a great time to buy from the Dodge Country gentlemen at Dodge Country, where Covington Pike meets I-240. And neighbor, that'll beat the pants off any deal.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I don't understand anything anymore. Strange names and strange places. Gaddafi, Nicaragua, Libya, PLO, Contras. I always wonder, what's it got to do with me? But I know it's important, and I'm going to have to deal with it. I have to keep up and try to make sense out of it.
Action News 5. Because you want to know, and that's our job.
Before we recap, Dave, I want to remind folks that immediately following Championship Wrestling, we've got the Lone Ranger coming up immediately following at 12:30. 1 o'clock, our old buddy Bill Dance will be in it with this weather turning off. And you said it's going to be up in the 60s?
Yeah, it's going to start warming up very nicely.
You need to learn about that fishing. And then at 1:30, we've got the National Hot Rod Association on. That'll be great. 4 o'clock, tennis and all that kind of stuff. Good idea to stay right here. Hey.
All right, Dutch Mantell won today in the opening match. It was the Memphis Vice, Jerry Bryant and Lou Winston getting a victory. Jos LeDuc wins his match. Dundee and Landell got victory today. Billy Travis wins. Tony Falk loses to Jim Jameson. Diamond and Lee won the main event.
Come on down Monday night and watch me lead the cheers against Dundee and Landell, because I want to be there in that Texas Tornado Death Match. See you next week. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.
I'm Bill.